What's good, gang? It's imaniblaize here, back with another video, schmidio. I'm just popping in right now because something just happened, and I'm like, let me go ahead and share this with the gang, because y'all know I share from vulnerable spaces, and I share when I feel a pull on my spirit, and right now I feel a pull on my spirit. So first, let me let you know how I get down here. I speak openly and honestly about all things mental health, healing, holistic living, honest, real talk. So if this is your first time, hey, happy to have you here. That's what I do here. So what am I talking about right now? I'm just talking about this beautiful moment that I just had with my inner child, and I'm getting emotional now already, and I don't have any tissue. So let me just jump into it. So my dad, he came. Is that a bug? Let me pause this because my spidey senses just went off. Hold on. Okay, it was, but it's dead. And sorry if you hear crunching in the background because my dog is eating. Anyway, yeah, so my dad, he came here for a night and a day, or 2 nights and a day, whatever. Either way, he came into town and we had some stuff to take care of. And he just left like maybe 10 minutes ago, 10, 15 minutes ago. And before he left, he was like, I love talking to you and I love you. And I didn't break down like in the moment, because it's kind of still hard for me to like let myself be seen in a vulnerable state outside of this camp, like being on camera, because I'm here by myself. But if somebody else was in here, like all this was shut down. Like, you're not finna see this. But yeah, so he leaves, and as soon as he leaves, like, I just like start crying. The tears just start flowing. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, they weren't sad tears. And I knew that. I knew that they weren't. I'm looking around at my plants, y'all, because dealing with ADHD is a whole nother beast. That's another video. But anyway, yeah, and like I see like yellow leaves, and I'm like, what? Where did they come from? See, I'm doing it again. Back on track. Yeah, so I'm like, these are happy tears. But what's going on? Like, what are you really crying about? And I just realized that like, my inner child has like, they never heard that growing up. Background, my dad and I connected my senior year of college. So I didn't grow up knowing my dad. So we're like healing and repairing in adulthood. And it's just been amazing. Like the whole ride, this whole experience, it's just been like surreal. And I'm honestly sharing for somebody else who might be navigating daddy issues or mommy issues, or maybe they're contemplating connecting with a parent that they didn't grow up knowing, or whatever. Not whatever. If basically this video is for anybody who has a parent who wants to make things right or repair a severed relationship or a lack of a relationship. This is for that person who might have resentment towards letting that parent in. I had that resentment in the beginning. I cussed my dad out more than once. I had so many questions about the why and all of that, but I've landed at the fact that we are human and we make mistakes. And when you're in the midst of the humanness, you don't really have control over how you respond and react to certain things when you don't have certain tools. So for the longest, I resented my dad for not being around and for seemingly abandoning me, but there's just so many layers to the story that I've learned to understand, and through that understanding and healing, like, I have a dad who I'm in business with. Like, we sat down at a lawyer's office talking about partnerships. The same man that I didn't know and who I actually hated for a long time growing up, because I'm like, you abandoned me, you didn't care about me. But like, through letting him in and letting that healing happen, like, when I tell you none of that is within me, none of that is within me. And all that I ever experience with every interaction between us is just love. And that moment before he left, when just hearing "I love you," it was just like, oh. That's what my inner child has wanted to hear forever. And it feels good. And I want that for you. The person watching this who has very valid feelings. I want the healing for you. I want you to be crying happy tears. And that's that. So thank you for coming to my emotional TED Talk. Forgive your parents. Forgive your parents. I got to go in deeper with this because, baby, if you look at my past videos, like, I go in on my people then. Okay, I've cut family off, all of that, but like, love and forgiveness is the answer every time. And that's what I'm gonna land at. I'm gonna go tend to these yellow leaves that I'm looking at that are making me really cringe. And I'm afraid it's because I've moved, and so I've made where my plants were before in my old space, they're not. And so I feel like they're adjusting, and I just really hope that they adjust. All right, I love y'all. I mean it. My lips are ashy. Bye. Mwah.